discuss LeetCode weekly question 325 that says maximum tastiness of a candy basket. So here we are given a price vector, where price of I denotes the price of the ith candy and one positive integer k. So we need to find k distinct candies with the maximum tastiness, and tastiness is defined by the absolute difference of prices between any two candies in a basket. So here here they have for this test case they have made a basket of the candies with a price 3, 5 and 21, and the tastiness of this basket is the difference between all each other elements, and the maximum of the minimum of those difference is its tastiness. So here the tastiness is 8 because the minimum difference of 13 and 5, 13 and 21 and 5 and 21 is 8. So that was how we calculated here. Okay, the further in this test case we need two candies and we need to find maximum tastiness. So we will choose a candy with the price 1 and a candy with the price 3, and the tastiness would be 3 minus 1, so that is 2. Here whatever candies you take, each are of price 7, and so the tastiness would be the difference of them, and the difference is 0. So let us now take a look at an example here by taking an example. So here what you will be given one price array. So price array can be anything like 8, 6, 15, 3, 7 and one integer k. Let's assume k is equals to 3. So you need to pick 3 of those candies and make a basket. Let's say make a basket of, let's say, value 1 instead of value candy 1, candy 2, candy 3, and you need to find the minimum of absolute difference between them, like c1 minus c2, comma c2 minus c3, comma c1 minus c3. So this is the minimum of these would be our answer, and we need to select a basket such a way that even the minimum difference would be maximum for all the possible test cases. So the basket can be formed by anywhere like 3, 6, 8, then 3, 8, 7, 3, 7, 15. But the tastiness of these baskets are different. So here the tastiness would be 2 because 8 minus 6 is 2, minimum difference. Here the minimum difference is 1. Here the minimum difference is 4. So the tastiness are different. So we need to choose a basket in such a way that it has maximum tastiness, and we need to return the taste of that basket. So I hope you guys understood the question. Now let us think of how we can solve this. If you look at the total number of the size of that vector, that is 10⁵. So if you are thinking of doing DP here, so that won't work, and we will give you an error of time limit exceeded. So in this type of question where you are asked to find maximum of something like maximum tastiness, you can think of something like sorting. The sorting value will help you or not. Yeah, for the same above example, you can sort it like 3, 6, 7, 8 and then 15. Yeah, and now selecting any 3 numbers from here, that it's easy. Like you can select 3 and one from the middle, let's say 7, and one from here. Instead of 7, if it's more good if you take 8 here. So here the tastiness would be 8 minus 3, the difference is 5, and 15 minus 8, the difference is so much greater than 5, it's 7. So and the minimum difference here is 5, so tastiness of this bucket would be 5. So once you try to sort these candies according to the prices, then you will get somewhat idea of which candies to choose. And once you have applied sorting here, you can think of what? You can think of binary search. That is binary search on answer. So here what we will do is we would take one low variable as we do in binary search. The lowest possible tastiness of the candies basket can be 0, and one high variable, highest possible taste can be what is the maximum element. Maximum element is 15 minus the minimum element. This is the highest possible answer, and we would iterate between them, like by taking the mid variable as we do in binary search, And for each mid, we would check if it is possible to form a basket from these prices array by taking k candies, and with the difference is at least at least mid between these k candies. So is it possible to select k candies from this prices vector in such a way the difference or the interdifference between the candies is minimum mid? If this is possible, what we would do is we would look for better answer. So better answer would be possible when we would increase the tastiness, that is low would be mid plus 1. And if this is not possible, we would try to decrease the tastiness. So here mid defines the tastiness. Okay, the mid would be the difference, minimum difference between the elements of these prices. So and if it is not possible, what we would simply do high equals to mid minus 1. So this is how we work with a binary search, and we would code this function possible. Okay, so I hope you got the approach to solve this question. Now let's look onto the coding part here. Let me now clear my ID here. Okay, now I will let's initialize the low to 0, high to some value. So before that, let's just sort this price vector, price dot begin, price dot end, and high would be the price of a last element size minus the first element. That can be the maximum possible answer. Let us declare one another answer variable is 0. Now we would do our binary search here. While low is less than equal to high, we would take one mid variable, that is low plus high minus low by 2. And if it is possible to select k candies from this price array with a difference is at least mid, if this is true, we would simply update our answer to mid, and we would update our low to mid plus 1. As if this is not possible, we will simply try to reduce the tastiness, and we would do mid minus 1 for the high, and at the end we would return answer variable. Okay, now let's code for this boolean function possible. Bool possible, select the price vector, the k integer, and the taste. Let me name it as taste. Let us for now initialize few of the variables. The current variable would be the let's say the first variable. So we would start by selecting the first variable, and we would select all the other. Sorry, we would start by selecting the first candy with the lowest price, and we would subsequently select other candies. Let me initialize one count variable as 1 because we already selected one candy. So if it is possible to select k candies with the difference equal to taste, means difference greater than or equal to taste, then yeah, it's okay, we would return true, else in the false. So let me now start with I equal to 1 because the initial price is already in the current. I is less than price dot size and I plus plus. Now if price of I minus the current, if it's greater than equal to the taste, then what we would simply do, we would simply update the current to the price of I and increment the count variable. That's because yeah, we can include this price of I or the candy with this price in our basket. And in the end, if this count is greater than equal to k, we would simply return true. And if that's not the case, then we would return false. Okay, so I hope you got the logic to solve this question. Now let me try to run this. Compare letter possible, I guess. Oh, there is a spelling mistake. Let me try to run this again. Okay, so here it would be price dot size minus 1. Okay, now let me try to submit this. So yeah, our code got accepted, and this was pretty much an easy question where if you have think of sorting, you would definitely think of binary search here. And yeah, it's a binary search question with a binary search and answer. So I hope you guys got the logic to solve this question.
So that's all for this video. I hope you guys liked the video, and if you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.